I'm going to explain to you today how to use two formulas, E equals I times R and P equals I times E, to arrive at least 9 formulas and possibly even more. We're going to start off really easy. We're going to use E equals I times R. Now, if we do this, if we write E equals I times R and we want to find the R, I normally circle that. And then what we do, we divide this side, the right side, by I to get rid of the I. And then we divide what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So we divide the other side, the left side, by I. And there we get R equals E over I. Now that was fairly simple, wasn't it? Let's do the same thing again. Let's find I in terms of E and R. Alright, what do we have to do in order to find and get I by itself on the right hand side of the equation? All we have to do is divide through by R. R into R cancels out, so I equals E divided by R. Now that we've done that, we're going to write that down. So as you see, we've actually found 3 formulas using just that one formula and just a little bit of math, not very complicated math at all. Now let's go and find out this other formula. This formula is for power, and what it says is that power is equal to I, the current, times E, the voltage. I'll discuss a little later, but we could have substituted V for E, but I'll talk about that another time. Now, in order to find I right here, what we need to do is write the formula again, P equals I times E, and then we divide both sides by E to get rid of the E on the right side. E into E cancels out. We divided what we do to one side, we must do to the other, so we divided through by E, and we found out that I equals P over E. Now again, once again, really simple. I know some of you want to depend on magic wheels and where you put your thumb over a wagon wheel. There's many ways to do this, but why not do it mathematically when it's so simple? So what I'm going to do now is find my last one. I want to find E in terms of P and I. So what do? I circle my E, that's what I want to find. Then I divide both sides by I. This side I've divided by I cancels out. This side I've divided by I, and it's P over I. So E equals P divided by E. Really simple, wasn't it? Now I said a few moments ago that E equals I times R. Now some textbooks will say that V equals I times R. Same thing. Different authors use different letters. The modern trend is getting away from the E, but in our textbook that I'm using for my class, we have both. In one textbook we have a V, and then the other one we have an E. So right now we're using the E equals I times R. Just as well could have been a V equals I times R. And we could have performed the same operations and came out with 3 formulas. And the same thing, we could have substituted V here for E. I hope that made sense to you. I'm not going to make this a long video, but I think what I'm going to do is put it on pause. And, well, no, I think I'm going to put it away. I've recorded the Cowboys game. I don't know who's won yet. The Saints or the Cowboys. My money is on the Cowboys. So I'm going to close this out, and I'll be back another day. In fact, I'll be back pretty soon, maybe tonight. Okay, I'm going to turn off the recording, and I'm going to go ahead and post it to YouTube.